My story starts at the age of 6 when I was diagnosed with a learning disability, ADD and ADHD, and put on medication at a very young age. I felt a lot different than the other kids. Sports was my outlet: basketball, baseball, and soccer. Speed up to high school, I was a Division I basketball player, but I didn't feel like I fit in. I was bullied. I was starting to become a little bit lost in my life, in the direction. Decided to go to The Ohio State University for a quick minute, and decided school was not my thing and dropped out to pursue a modeling career in Miami Beach at the age of 18. That modeling career took me around the world: Milan, Italy, New York City, and I thought that was going to be the avenue, the runway to my success. But it wasn't. It was the furthest from the truth. I became more hard on myself, looking for escapes from myself, very negative self-talk, and starting to feel depressed, starting to notice I had more and more anxiety. And started working in the nightlife, opening up 5-star hotels. And I got addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I was just looking to escape. I didn't realize that I was this deep in the darkness, but I was. I attempted suicide twice because I was so scared. I also overdosed on drugs a number of times because I was just trying to push the limit to see how far I could go. This was a very challenging time in my life. I had a lot of limiting beliefs and self-doubt. I had a lot of pain inside. Speed up to 2009, I literally ran into a 50-foot brick wall and almost lost my life, now for the 7th time. And I had to ask myself, Chad, is this enough? Or do you want to keep going this direction? I decided to change that day. I decided to make a difference in my life, but I had no idea what that looked like. It was day by day, it was step by step. I started to invest in myself, started getting uncomfortable, asking people for help, and it took me years. I started running a little bit, but I started running a lot more through this self-discovery, and that landed me into running ultramarathon running. Running ultramarathons was a very important part of my life. I found out I was pretty good in my first 50K race, and a few races later I became a professional athlete. This was a dream of mine since I was little. I went from this party guy to now running 100-mile races around the world. And when you're running for 30 hours straight, you have a lot of time to think. So I started really connecting to my passion, my purpose, my health, what I was eating, how I was sleeping, how I was taking care of myself. Started really believing in myself. If you can run for 100 miles, Chad, you can do anything. So I started really loving myself, believing in myself, trusting myself. This was the most incredible part of my journey because I almost didn't make it those few times. But that's why I do what I do today, is to share my true self with everyone that I get the chance to meet, but also just sharing my story with everyone. I know we all have our own story, but it's not what we go through, but it's what you make of it when you are going through those hard moments. I still have those hard moments where I have the limiting beliefs and self-doubt, but I have the tools and techniques to really shift that energy now. That's something I didn't have before. But I'm not looking to escape. I'm looking to step into who I am each and every day. That's my story. I'm currently living my dream right now, is because of all the work that I've chosen to do on myself and for myself. I'm no longer scared. I love who I am, and I'm proud of everything that I'm accomplishing and doing in my life. And that has been a huge change. So if you're out there and you can relate to anything that I'm saying, you may feel a little lost, you may have some anxiety, some depression, have some escapes that you're looking to escape, or you may be running from yourself. I understand. I get it. I was once there. But doesn't mean you have to stay there. There's choices that you can make that will change your whole direction in your life. That's where I come in as the high performance life coach. We really become close and we start to build a roadmap for you, just like my coach built for me. We start to uncover all these things in your journey that you've desired and wanted. We start really allowing yourself to connect to your true, authentic self.